Hi, I'm Mrs. Quirkery. April is National Poetry Month, so today I'm going to be reading some of my favorite poems by Shel Silverstein and Jack Prelutsky. This is Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout by Shel Silverstein. Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. She'd scour the pots and scrape the pans, candy the yams and spice the hams. And though her daddy would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled to the ceilings, coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas, rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the window and blocked the door. With bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, globby glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crust and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crusts of blackburn buttered toast, grizzly bits of beefy roasts. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the wall. Greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, globs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from green bologna, rubbery blubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked and dry, curdled milk and crust of pie, moldy melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fried and rancid meat, yellow lumps of cream of wheat. At last the garbage reached so high, it finally touched the sky. And all of the neighbors moved away, and none of her friends would come to play. And finally, Sarah Cynthia Stout said, "Okay, I'll take the garbage out." But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state, from New York to the Golden Gate. And there, in the garbage she did hate, poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot now relate, because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout, and always take the garbage out. The next poem is Sick by Shel Silverstein. "I cannot go to school today," said little Peggy Ann McKay. "I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash, and purple bumps. My mouth is wet, and my throat is dry. I'm going blind in my right eye. My tonsils are as big as rocks. I counted 16 chicken pox. And there's one more that's 17. And don't you think my face looks green? My leg is cut, my eyes are blue. It might be instamatic flu. I cough and sneeze and gasp and choke. I'm sure that my left leg is broke. My hip hurts when I move my chin. My belly button's caving in. My back is wrenched, my ankle sprained. My appendix pains each time it rains. My nose is cold, my toes are numb. I have a sliver in my thumb. My neck is stiff, my voice is weak. I hardly whisper when I speak. My tongue is filling up my mouth. I think my hair is falling out. My elbows bent, my spine ain't straight. My temperature is 108. My brain is shrunk, I cannot hear. There is a hole inside my ear. I have a hangnail, and my heart is what? What's that you say? You say today is Saturday? Goodbye, I'm going out to play. This poem is Smart by Shel Silverstein. My dad gave me $1 bill, 'cause I'm his smartest son, and I swapped it for 2 shiny quarters, 'cause 2 is more than 1. And then I took the quarters and traded them to Lou for 3 dimes. I guess he didn't know that 3 is more than 2. Just then along came old blind Bates, and just 'cause he can't see, he gave me 4 nickels for my 3 dimes, and 4 is more than 3. And then I took the nickels to Hiram Coombs down at the seed feed store, and the fool gave me 5 pennies for them, and 5 is more than 4. And then when I went and showed my dad, and he got red in the cheeks, and closed his eyes and shook his head, too proud of me to speak. Okay, this next one is called Twaddle Talk Tuck by Jack Prelutsky. And whenever I read this poem, I like to read it as fast as I possibly can. Okay, ready? I'm twaddle talk, I talk, what I read, I talk, what I work, I talk, what I happen, I talk, what I creep, I talk, what I wake, I talk, what I sleep, I talk, what I sweat, I talk, what I dry, I talk, what I laugh, I talk, what I cry, I talk, what I jump, I talk, what I land, I talk, what I said, I talk, what I stand, I talk, it was here, I talk, what nobody's here, I talk, words, my voice is squawk, for twaddle talk, I talk. The last poem I'm going to do today is Hiccup by Jack Prelutsky. And whenever I read this one, I love to pretend that I have the hiccups. I have hiccups. I've had hiccup them all day. They're persistent. Hiccups, and won't hiccup go away. I tried gulping hiccup water, stood upon my hiccup head, held my breath until my hiccup face turned hiccup red. I've attempted every hiccup cure I could, but it hasn't hiccup done a bit of good. And in fact, I think I'm getting hiccup worse. Do I need a hiccup doctor or a hiccup nurse? I can feel my hiccups down in my hiccup shoes. I have got the hiccup blues. I'm afraid my hiccup insides are about to hiccup pop if these hiccups do not hiccup stop. I hope you enjoyed listening to those poems. Thank you for being such great listeners. See you next time.